How is it going, everyone? It's Toki. I'm back with another video. Today we are going to do a best of 3 against my really good friend Kyle Livinghouse, aka AnimusVGC. This is a really good friend of mine in the Pokemon community, in the VGC community, and he's a pretty underrated, pretty under the radar, since he isn't able to attend the regionals as much as some of these other more known battlers in the VGC format. But he definitely is someone who tries to absorb and stay around the circuit as much as he possibly can, so not someone to be overlooked at all. And yeah, it's always fun to get a battle against him. We're always tossing around ideas and everything, and we actually had a best of 3 before this that I thought I was going to throw on the channel, but I actually ended up doing so many other ideas and having so much else going on that the battle's so far and outdated now that I didn't think it'd be worth putting on the channel now. So I decided, let's have another best of 3. Let's throw this one on the channel. So we are here, and we're just trying to have a little bit of fun. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, as always, into the video. Your support is greatly appreciated. So we're going to use our old Aerodactyl. Oops. There we are. We're going to use our old Aerodactyl Incineroar Garchomp team. We're going to bring that back. And we'll see how this team fares. So good luck, have fun to Animus. Alright, so Animus is going to have a team of Tapu Koko, Araquanid, Kartana, Hariyama, Arcanine, and Porygon 2. So a pretty interesting team, to say the absolute least. Araquanid can definitely be pretty scary. Here's what we can do. Let's go with a Arcanine, Garchomp lead, and we will bring Tapu Fini and Snorlax in the back. Kartana can be an issue for that team archetype. Honestly, his Hariyama can be an issue for our Trick Room as well, considering that, especially after some curses, we're going to definitely be slower than that Hariyama, and it can get a well, before the curses, Hariyama is going to be slower than us, so faster than us in Trick Room, be able to get a very powerful close combat off on us. So we will have to play around the Hariyama pretty well and try to go from there. Hariyama Tapu Koko lead wouldn't be too unpredictable. We'll have to see how this one goes. So this is going to be a best of 3 set. Hopefully these battles aren't too long, so I can throw them in one video and you guys can watch them all in one sitting. As I wanted to do the back and forth thing, maybe that we did with not Drew, Uncle Lou, but my friend Animus, Kyle Livinghouse, he doesn't have his own channel, so unfortunately we won't be able to do that. So we're gonna rock out this way. So hopefully this still turns out to be pretty good quality battles. So we'll see what happens. My opponent leads with a Porygon 2 Tapu Koko lead, which is actually really good lead against us. Really good lead, and he got the special attack raise, so he's in the driver's seat already. So So I am the fastest thing on the field. I'm just going to Tailwind and switch in Snorlax. The Tailwind might not be the play, but we'll see. Koko actually protects, so that's honestly pretty ideal, unless my opponent went for a Trick Room, which I doubt they went for. And they did just go on the offensive and go for that Ice Beam into our Garchomp slot, so that's fine. That's definitely fine. What we can do now is we can Sky Drop the Porygon 2, and we can start to recycle with Snorlax. Coco did decide to Volt Switch off of Snorlax, and that's going to do a decent amount of damage, so not bad at all. Araquanid wouldn't be the craziest thing to come in. Honestly, that'd make a lot of sense. One better, we get Hariyama. Flame Orb will be activated, and now the question is, are we faster or slower than this Hariyama? It can just fake us out. I'm just going to go for the return on it. I'll likely fake us out. Fake out in a Trick Room, honestly, will likely be set up. That's fine though. We will drop P2. Looks like a fake out did not go off. And Hariyama is going to be faster and went for close combat on our Aerodactyl, so that's going to bring us down to our Sash. We will be able to get this return off on Hariyama, and its defenses are going to drop, so we will take out Hariyama here, which is always nice. Nice to get a huge threat off the field, and what did my opponent go for? Went for Trick Room, fine. I can't say I particularly agree with that play, considering that most Snorlaxes don't run Protect, so my opponent could have just went for that close combat right into our Snorlax, and we would have been in some trouble. Here I'm just going to switch into Tapu Fini, and I am also going to go for a Recycle. Substitute is a really good play by Kyle. Really nice play. And our Tailwind ends in perfect timing. That's great. Now I'll just start to fire off some Muddy Waters, and we will return into that Araquanid slot as well. If it wants to protect and just have P2 go for like a Thunderbolt on Finny, that's fine. It does not protect, so we will break the sub. It looks like my opponent will be going for that Water MZ, which is perfectly fine. We should definitely live this, and then we'll eat our Figgy, and we should be back at a decent amount of health, so this is fine. So it is on Snorlax, as expected. Should live this. Definitely take that. Eat our Papa Berry, not Figgy. Take a Thunderbolt, and we do not take a Well because of that special attack raise that Porygon 2 got, but it will, we will hit the Muddy Water on both slots, which is always nice. Oh, and we got a crit and an accuracy drop on Araquanid and an accuracy drop on Porygon 2, so that's a pretty huge deal. The play now is to go back into Aerodactyl and just sack it. If Kyle, I thought it didn't really make sense to try to go into Garchomp and maybe have an Ice Beam prediction happen on us, so decided I would just go into Aerodactyl and kind of just sack that, as I knew the return would likely take out the Araquanid, so that's fine there. And yes, Thunderbolt. I guess I could have went into Garchomp, playing it really safe here. And I thought he might try to make that prediction, honestly. So, could go back into Garchomp here now. as Coco does come in. So we will get a high horsepower off on Tapu Koko. Not sure if Kyle forgot that we were still in Trick Room or not. So that's nice. We take a lot of damage. A lot of damage from that Thunderbolt, considering we are in electric terrain as well. So that's a good amount of damage we just took. And Trick Room has to be up now. Yeah, Trick Room's gone now, so we will just substitute and we will eat our Figgy. Kyle's probably going to forfeit here. No real way. Yeah, there's no real way he wins this game. So there's the forfeit. There's the 3-0 win, so not bad. Good way to start this off. Snorlax coming through as always. I love Snorlax. I love Snorlax. How could anyone not love Snorlax? But we will be right back into game 2 of this best of 3 set against my good friend AnimusVGC, aka Kyle Livinghouse. I'll leave a link to his Twitter in the description below, so you guys can definitely check him out. As I do think he's gonna be going to like Virginia regionals and maybe even Nats this year, and I'm hoping for him that he can make a little noise there. So definitely someone to keep your eye out on as one of my sleeper picks to maybe do decently well at a regionals. But we'll be back with game 2 shortly. See you guys there. And alright everyone, we are back with game 2 of our best of 3 set versus Kyle, aka AnimusVGC, or vice versa, AnimusVGC, aka Kyle Livinghouse. And he's still going to be rocking out with that Tapu Koko, Araquanid, Kartana, Hariyama, Arcanine, Porygon 2 team. So what do we want to do here? I'm going to lead Incineroar this time. Yeah, I'm going to lead Incineroar, Aerodactyl, Tapu Fini, and Snorlax. We'll go with that. What I'm thinking this time is I can just fake out the Koko and go for a Tailwind, and then Tapu Fini can start to do a lot of damage to my opponent's team as well as Incineroar. So I kind of like the idea of that. I really like our Specs Fini under Tailwind, so that's kind of what I'm trying to do, trying to get that under Tailwind so I can start really to dish out damage, and kind of just moving from there. God. So yeah, that's pretty much my mindset. Alright, Kyle is going to go with a Kartana and Tapu Koko lead. I thought Kartana would definitely be brought this time, so it made me want to bring the Incineroar. So that's what we're doing here. So we're going to fake out Kartana. I'm hoping Kyle maybe tries to make a really nice prediction in the fact that I'm going to predict that his Kartana is going to protect because of his sash, and that he wants to keep that sash enacted, so that I'm going to fake out that Tapu Koko. So I'm thinking he will think that I'm making that prediction, so he might still just try to go on the offensive with his Kartana and try to get a really nice prediction here. If not, we're still in a good position. Incineroar is going to be Life Orb, so it can take a Thunderbolt pretty well, and obviously Aerodactyl is going to be Sash, so it also can take that. Yes, there we go. Thought Kartana would go on the offensive, and that's what we got. And yeah, Aerodactyl is going to be Sash, so obviously it will not also be taken out, so not bad at all in my opinion. We take a Thunderbolt, but we get paralyzed. Alright, that was not something I foresaw happening. That's actually a huge deal. Now that is actually a huge deal. So I'm going to go for a sky drop on Kartana. Can't really think of... Alright, Kartana's actually going to switch out into that Porygon too. Alright, that's fine. That is fine. We're in kind of a tight spot because of the fact that I got paralyzed. That was not supposed to happen. Coco looks like it is just going to Volt Switch. Yes, and we will see our opponent's last Pokemon, which is going to be that Hariyama. We'll get a Flare Blitz off. Oh, it was actually on the Porygon 2 slot, so we actually won't get the Flare Blitz off. So this one didn't go entirely as planned, mainly because Kyle made a really good switch in with getting that Kartana out of there and going into his P2, as well as just that paralysis. That worked out really nice. So we will drop Porygon 2. A Poison Jab, nice prediction. That is a nice prediction. Alright, I respect that prediction. So I feel like I have to kind of sack Incineroar here. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to Sky Drop the Hariyama. We do still have our Sash. I know Finny had to be targeted. Definitely had to be targeted, so we'll see what exactly happens. We get a Fint, actually. That leaves our Incineroar at 1 HP. And then we also get that Thunderbolt, so not bad. Oh, I completely forgot that Hariyama's too heavy to be lifted. Bad plays. Bad plays 101. So I'm going to go into Snorlax, but then switch it back out into... into Tapu Fini, and then I'll just move accordingly from there. So not bad. Hariyama's defenses will go down. And then we do get Thunderbolted on our Aerodactyl slot. Porygon does avoid the Rock Slide. There's no way that I win this one, so I'm actually just going to forfeit. And I'm gonna let Animus take this one. Well, he definitely won this game. He brought the team he really needed to bring, and definitely Incineroar just didn't work out the way I envisioned. So we'll just have to go back to the drawing board in Game 3. So not bad, we will have a Game 3 in this best of 3 set against AnimusVGC, aka Kyle Livinghouse. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. I'll see you guys back in Game 3 of the set. Peace out. And we are back with the final game of this best of 3 set versus AnimusVGC, aka Kyle Livinghouse, and he is obviously still going to have the same team from the rest of these battles. No need to go over it again. We need to rethink our strategy. I think rethinking our strategy should entail having 9 tails in this one. I definitely want 9 tails. Arcanine hasn't been brought once, so let's bring 9 tails. Not sure what I want to lead with 9 tails. Alright, there we go. This might have been a bad lead. Honestly, might have been a bad lead. But I wanted to bring Finny and I wanted to bring Snorlax in this game because those are our best 2 ways of dealing with the Hariyama. As my opponent does lead with the Hariyama, so not bad. Not bad at all. Not sure if I want to switch in Finny. Yeah, I want to switch in Finny just in case that we get the Fake Out and Thunderbolt play onto the Fake Out onto Snorlax and the Thunderbolt onto Alolan Ninetales. I don't want there to be any chance of the Thunderbolt Okoing and Alolan Ninetales, because I'm definitely not I'm not Sash. So when we do get the Thunderbolt into the Ninetales slot, yes. And we do live because of the switch of the terrain, so not bad. And we'll get our Aurora Veil off. So now we can Blizzard and we can Moonblast the Hariyama. Hariyama does switch out, so I should have Moonblast the Tapu Koko. I unfortunately did not, so we'll just have to deal with that. Do get a Volt Switch, hopefully on Finny. You know, it is on Ninetales. It is going to take out Ninetales, which is fine now. Kartana comes in. Okay. So here we definitely go into Incineroar. we'll be going for Fake Out and Moonblast on the Porygon 2 again. So Porygon 2 withdraws into Hariyama. Kartana does protect. So my opponent will be losing Hariyama, but this is going to give him a free switching into Koko, which is really bad for us. It's actually really bad. So he might have realized that he could make this switch. Yeah, we're in a tight spot because of the fact that we're locked into Moonblast. We are 100% locked into Moonblast. So I'm going to switch on to Snorlax and just Moonblast the Koko. I do think a double target on Incineroar is necessary, so we'll see if that's what occurred. If a Thunderbolt, if that's going into Finny, we're in. Alright, it's not bad. And the Sacred Sword, yeah, I thought the double target into Incineroar had to happen. We'll lead our Figgy, get back up to a decent amount of health. And we will Moonblast the Tapu Koko. So thankfully I was able to get that prediction correct, and we will knock out the Tapu Koko. So here, I feel pretty obligated to recycle and to switch in Finny. I just don't want to be locked into Moonblast anymore. I know a Sacred Sword can't take us out considering that we saw the damage it did last time to Snorlax. So yeah, I'm going to go for a recycle, hopefully to get our berry back, get up back to a decent amount of health, and then we'll get Incineroar in here and try to move from there. Kartana goes for Sacred Sword. Oh, predictions. Covered both bases. I can't blame that play. That was a really good play. So I have to switch on Incineroar. I can't give Kartana any type of beast boost. If it's able to get that beast boost, then we're going to be in a very bad spot. So I have to stop the beast boost from happening. Oh, and a protect from Kartana. That is beautiful. That is so beautiful. And Porygon 2 is just going to recover. Alright, that is so beautiful. Now we pray two things. We pray High Horsepower takes out Kartana, or replay. My opponent does not make the over prediction. Does not think I'd go back into. Oh, we live. We live that. Oh, and we hit it on both. Oh god, I didn't think we lived that. That's definitely game. Yeah, it's definitely game. Oh, and we got a crit on Kartana, and we get the accuracy drop. Oh, I feel terrible about that. I didn't think we lived that. That was a great play by Animus. Just going for the attack, knowing that I likely wouldn't switch back into Incineroar, considering that the low amount of health that I was at. Just a great play. But now we're just going to be able to go into our Incineroar, fake out, and return. And I should put Porygon at too low of a health to where Incineroar, the flying turn, can take it out, or this return might just take it out itself. Kyle will probably just forfeit, honestly. Will probably forfeit. Yeah, and he is going to forfeit, so that is going to be GG's to my friend Kyle. Oh my god, Pokemon can be so intense sometimes, and that's crazy that we were able to live that. That put us in a prime position. I'm not sure. I don't know the calc of what +1 Snorlax's high horsepower does to Kartana. If we were able to take out Kartana with that high horsepower, we did still win, but obviously living that made it just so much more safer on us. GG's to Kyle once again. That was so much fun, and the battles I have against him are always just so much fun. Just gonna back out so that he can back out. Yeah, ending communication. Alright, thank you all so much for tuning in into the next oh my god, I can't even talk. Thank you for tuning in into today's best of 3 battle against Kyle, aka AnimusVGC. Once again, link in the description to his Twitter profile if you want to check him out. If you need any help team building and stuff, he really is one of the go-to people with that. He really loves helping people out, and he definitely knows his stuff. And I can't wait to see him perform in more in real life competitions such as regionals and mid-season showdowns. I'm gonna get the heck out of here though, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in into this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.